Hello, beautiful and lovely gamers. My name is Jonal. You might have done Anabots before, a form of aim training, and while it helps a lot of people don't get value out of their Anabot trainings. And it's not really because Anabots is flawed. Some people would prefer other ways of training, and only grinding Anabots your entire life is not going to make you a god at video games or accuracy, but it's a very good way to isolating accuracy. But as I said, not a lot of people, at least there are a bunch of people that don't get the value out of it. So let's talk about that. When it comes to Anabots and something like that, it's kind of the fundamental that you take something and you isolate it and you focus on specifically only that style or that thing. So in our example here, it's accuracy, it's aiming. We can isolate our aiming and learn, to aim only for headshot, put our crosshair high. We can learn to, in general, hit shots, both fast, we can train damage combos, and all this kind of stuff. Of course, it's not as realistic as playing a real match, but in a real match, you need to think about a lot more. You need to think about your positioning and all the economy, the rest of your team, and so on, the objective, and all those kind of stuff. The same with free-for-all, there's a lot of enemies around you, everyone is shooting, so there's a lot of focus on dodging, and again, positioning and rotations, and so on. And because of that, it's not a strict, direct training of your accuracy. It's not a specific isolation of focus on your accuracy. So why is there a lot of people that don't get the value? And it's because they are spam shooting. That's straight up what they're doing. They are shooting as fast as they absolutely can to try to get as much quote-unquote value out of their aimbots, right? So they're shooting as fast as they can, they're missing a lot of shot. And this is something that I noticed personally when I wanted to really learn McCree. Again, because when I play Overwatch and when and stuff like that, I've always had a decent McCree, but I really wanted to grind McCree accuracy, which is not something as a projectile TPS I wasn't good at. So what I would notice is, if I try to fire fast, and I see this in a lot of other people's, if you try to fire fast and you miss a lot, you train yourself kind of to miss. You want to start slow. You want to hit consistent shots, and then you start learning certain stuff. For example, as soon as you hit a shot, you might have noticed that as you hit one, it's easy to hit the follow-up. But if you are not used to it, but as soon as you don't hit that first shot, it's very difficult for you, right? So learning how to actually hit the targets and focusing on starting slow and then building up speed and then getting faster and faster and faster as you get more comfortable, as you learn more about the patterns and the distance in between your shots and so on. That's a really, really good way of you to learn how to actually aim. Another thing that I think that everyone should start doing is just doing these standard corner tracks. It's to learn to move against your own movement. So go up to a corner, put your crosshair there, move one way, and then try to counteract. So you try to keep your crosshair on that corner, constantly tracking, following that corner, and just keep it on there. That way you're to a certain extent learning to counteract your own strafing. And that's something that you should do and get used to. And then of course, again, here, start slow as well. No spam fast jiggly movement, right? You start slow, left to right, right to left, whatever you want to do. And then you kind of build up speed with faster, like kind of, you go left and then you quickly go right for a short second, then you go left again, right? So you build up speed and get better. It's the same thing if you ever done martial art. It's the same thing. As soon as you start martial art, a lot of clubs and dojos and so on will start you on the basic, and they will start you to punch slowly, also to prevent injury, but also because that way you get to focus specifically on doing the technique correctly. And then as soon as you get better and better, then they allow you to punch much faster and do more energy behind your punches, so you get used to that. And the same goes on to aim practice. Especially if you're not very good at it, or you want to get really much better. For example, again, as I said with me, a projectile player trying to learn McCree hit scan, I needed to slow down my shots and make sure that I hit almost every single shot that I'm landing. That way I get used to the hitting, get used to that consistency, and then I build up my speed. And then I get faster, right? Then you can focus on headshot, then you can focus on really fast spam shots and so on. And that's really something that I wanted to talk about, because see, it happens way too many times when I sign people that are private coach Anabots. It just happens a little bit too often that they come back with, what can I say, not too fast of improvement, more shabby improvement. And when I tell them to then send me a lot of them doing their aim practice, then a lot of time that is what happening, that they're missing 90% of their shots. Now, if you want to hire me as a private coach, it's $50 for a 2-hour session. Hit them up on our Discord server, which is linked down in the description. It doesn't matter what rank you are, if you're bronze or top 500, doesn't matter if you play for a team or not, or if you play on PC or console. As long as you can get a ball to me, I can help you improve, rank up, get better at the game, and hopefully I'll see some of you guys there. If you like this video, then like and subscribe to the channel if you're new and you like what I do on this, trying to help and improve and so on. I love you guys very, very much. As always, guys, man, I'm enjoying you guys. Stay positive and keep the enemy in your crosshairs.